Okay, it's another day. The firebox is getting there. I've used some of those really damaged harvester bars, the ones that where the nose was no good and the mounting was split open. You might have seen a couple of those in my recent videos. So they're next to useless. But I had the nose apart just to see if any of the bearings were any good. So we've used a couple of those and they will support the storage heater block bricks, and then we'll just put some bricks and all sorts of things on top of that. That way the top of the firebox can be removed if we need to do any modifications. So, and then we've got the front wall of the kiln built up, which again is a lining of storage heater bricks, and then bricks following that up, backing it up, and that again is sat on steel. And then we're just coming on to the removable top. Well, we'll have a look in a minute, but I think that first row there can stay. I can mortar that in because it's a big enough hole to be able to get down in there. And then from that point there, that is an angle iron welded back to back. Then we can have another set of angle irons and one on the end. So another 2 rows of these storage heater bricks. And then of course we can put something over the top of that. So we're sort of getting there. We're getting the idea. I'm going to mortar that first row of steel and blocks in place. But let's just have a look down in the kiln main body. I'll just grab hold of the camera. So there we go, you see. And that's the front wall of the kiln. I am thinking about rounding the corners off in here with a very thick viscous clay sawdust and sand mix, so I can sort of plaster it in there and see what happens. And just down there, I don't know whether we can see, there we go, that's a piece of steel that holds these blocks in place, and I'm going to coat that in a clay as well, just to protect it from the heat. But it feels like we're getting there. We can take the chimney up a fair few courses more. I think maybe somewhere kicking around there's a chimney pot, which might make life easier. I'll have to see. Anyway, just a bit of an update. So when I picked those bricks up, there was some rebar there as well. So here we go. I'm making the grate. Some quite heavy duty 30mm box section, and it's about 2mm wall at least, and then these short sections of rebar. That'll be brilliant. So this is just a test firing. I just wanted to know what would happen. And it's been running for an hour. Within quarter of an hour it got up to 180 degrees, and then I sort of let it settle for quite a while, and I put some more wood on it. So let's just go and see if we can get a shot of the infrared temperature sensor. So here we go. Let's just take this out. And we see in there, there's a mug. Where's the red? 450 degrees. So we need to put some more wood on. Right, let's crack on. Well, it's roaring away and it's 5:01 and we started at 3:30. Yep. So let's just go and check the temperature through the little window. .760 degrees centigrade, so we're not far away. We want a lot more little sticks in there. $825. That's pretty damn good. So I've just raked out the coals from underneath the grate to put more oxygen in the bottom of that fire, and we'll give it one final push to get it up to 850, and then I think that will do for an initial experiment. $845. I think we really need a lot of little sticks to get above that. So the kiln has cooled down overnight, and here we go. I'd say that was well fired. Carbon on the bottom. Now, on various videos on YouTube, I've seen potters put one pot inside the next, so I thought that was alright, but I think in this case it's a rookie mistake, because although this is fine, there's a crack there. So there's a crack in the base but not up the side, and I do believe that's something to do with that being in there like that, but I'm quite pleased with that. I mean, I knocked this mug up just to see, and it's a technique that Jane Scott showed, where the base is inside the wall rather than the base extending beyond the wall, and you mould it together there. And I actually used a tin, an empty fruit tin I think it was, as a gauge for not only rolling the length of clay for this, but also the diameter of the base. Anyway, partial success, and maybe if I glaze this, the glaze will stick that together, because as I say, the wall seems to be fine. There you go, it's all exciting stuff. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Comments please, let's have a discussion about it. Anybody who knows about if you put one pot inside another, whether it affects the way it fires. Maybe an electric kiln or a gas kiln you can get away with it because the temperature rise is slower, but we'll anyway, catch up with you soon. Cheers for now.